6 weeks on my Zepbound Maintenance Dose 2.5, and I've steadily been gaining weight. Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Isabel. I share beauty, lifestyle, and faith on this channel, as well as my GLP-1 journey, losing 35 pounds on Zepbound. Today I will be discussing side effects, measurements, and weight. And also I'm going to be sharing something that I feel like is not talked about often, which is the fear of weight gain. And towards the end of the video, I am going to be sharing the giveaway details on how to enter, as I will be giving away to 2 winners. So guys, let's jump into side effects. With side effects, I haven't really been experiencing anything crazy, which has been fantastic. That has been for the last 3 weeks. One little thing that I've noticed was last week I discussed that I had a little bit of this vertigo and nausea on Wednesday. And yesterday, Wednesday, because today is Thursday, I got nauseous again. And this morning I was getting nauseous. Now, I was nauseous last week due to the vertigo, but I didn't have any vertigo yesterday. And I noticed a little bit of nausea, which is a little bit weird being that I'm already at the tail end of the week before giving myself the shot. So I'm not sure what that's all about. I'm just, it's not severe, but the fact that it was just sitting there was kind of like, is this a side effect from the shot? What's going on? But then again, I don't really have any other reason to be nauseous, so not sure. So that is pretty much it for side effects. As I'm jumping into measurements, guys, I am not going to be doing the measurements the way I normally do them. I will display it up here because I do want to talk to you about other things. But before we get into the measurements, I want to jump quickly into the weigh-in so that you guys can check that out. So let's see that clip real quick. Okay. All right, we're all good. Okay, guys, so as you can see, I've been gaining weight steadily since I came off of my 5 milligrams. It's not the end of the world. I want to get into the comparison report first. And as I go into the comparison report, I will display that, and then I will show you the measurements as I continue to talk. So real quick, let's just touch base on the weight. I am weighing in at 147.8 pounds. All right. One thing that I noticed, by the way, on this app, which I find funny that I've never really paid attention to, is if you look right here, it tells you like the pound distribution on your body. I don't know why I've never actually paid attention to that, but it's like showing like I have 3.6 pounds on my shoulders, and then 4.8, I'm assuming, like towards my arm. 27.8 around the midsection, and then 41 pounds. I really don't know how to read this. I'm going to have to look into this a little bit more. But as I'm like looking at my app, I'm like, why am I never paying attention to this? It says, okay, so the top is segmental fat mass versus segmental muscle mass. So it's separating it from the fat mass and the muscle mass. I find this incredibly like insane that it picks up on this. All right, let's go into the actual comparison report and see what it reads. So the last time I weighed myself in was last week on 4/9. Today is the 16th. You guys see this on Friday as I release my new videos on Friday. So I've gained 0.6 pounds since my last weigh-in. My BMI has gone up by 0.1. The body fat percentage has dropped minus 0.8%. And then body fat mass has lost 1 pound. The muscle percentage has gone up by 0.7%. Muscle mass up by 1.4 pounds. And then I like to just scroll all the way down to the bottom here. Body water percentage, it says that is up by 0.6%. Body water mass is up by 1.2 pounds. And the subcutaneous fat, though, has dropped by 0.6%. My visceral fat has remained the same. It's actually remained the same for over a month already. And the metabolic age also has remained the same at 46. This week, I've gone in with the workouts. I didn't work out on Monday, but what I did do was that on Tuesday, I took two workouts, the Tuesday and Wednesday workout, and I did them back to back. And then yesterday, I did an hour HIIT workout, and OMG, those HIIT workouts are getting like progressively more intense. Like I am like literally like struggling towards the third circuit, like the end, and you see me like, oh. Like I am struggling for dear life at the end of those HIIT workouts, but they are great workouts. And I love that in those HIIT workouts, it also includes glute activation because you girls know we trying to fluff it back up. So I've been working towards that as well. So I think it's doing its thing. Today I'm going to take a break, and then possibly tomorrow I might do another HIIT workout, but oh my goodness, it's hard. But that's where I am right now in terms of the weight gain. Now, it's been steadily going up since I started the 2.5 on Zepbound here in my maintenance stage. And I'm not really upset about the steady weight gain because I've always been very transparent that, first of all, my first goal weight was 150 pounds when I first started this journey. Let's just start there. Like, I don't think I've ever been upset at the fact that I was in my 150s because the real reason, the true reason why I started this journey was because I was nearly 180 pounds when I first started the journey. It's been the biggest that I've been since pregnancies. Like my pregnancies all ended at 180 pounds. So that to me is just kind of like, it doesn't bother me to be in the 150s, especially if I'm working out. I've also shared that in the past, I've been in my mid 150s and I still feel like I looked better, you know, at those 150s when I was working out, versus than just losing all the weight and just kind of like having, everything kind of hang. And now I'm just trying to build it back up through strength training, weights, the body recomp, all that. So there is that aspect. So in terms of the weight gain, I'm taking it with a grain of salt. I am realizing that I am also building muscle. That's okay. Haven't been eating terribly, so that's also a plus. This morning, after I did my weight and measurements, I went ahead and made myself 2 scrambled eggs with some cottage cheese and my coffee. So I'm not doing anything that's like absolutely absurd. If you guys caught my day in the life video, you saw that now I've been tracking my meals with the Simple app. So I've been scanning the food, just tracking the protein, and that's where my main focus is. Like over everything, my main focus is protein, protein, protein. So I'm really trying to dive into the protein intake and hitting my goals so that I can continue to build the muscle, so I can continue to be fit and get my body in the best shape that I can possibly get it. So those are really my goals right now. The weight gain, like we'll deal with it as it comes. Last video I shared with you that if we get maybe 155, or even if I was to get to 160, I'd have to assess how the body looks versus what the scale is saying. So those are my thoughts on that. I have my measurements up here, guys, so that you can take a look. As I measured myself, it's also not like I'm not noticing that I'm gaining in my measurements. So that is also very indicative of like how this weight is coming on. Um, it does fluctuate from week to week, but it's nothing that is bothering me. At the end of the day, clothes are fitting and things are going well, so I am not complaining. Which also brings me to another point, guys. I feel like this is not even talked about because it's been hitting my mind like all week, and I'm a little bit fearful, and I don't know if you guys feel the same, and if you do, please let me know. But if you've like lost all the weight that you're going to lose, or you're in maintenance stage and now you just don't fit into your bigger clothes, like I'm almost afraid to buy new clothes. Is that just me? Like I don't know if that's just me. I'm afraid to buy new clothes, like a whole new wardrobe, because I'm just going to give you the scenario. Last week, we had a birthday celebration of my husband's aunt. And I refused to buy like a new dress because I'm like, whatever's in my closet, I can literally fit into. I've always worn like more like form-fitting type of dresses, like for those kind of occasions. It's not something that I like normally wear to church, but like for certain occasions, I like to do more form-fitted, midi dresses or long dresses. And I'm like, I'll find something in my closet. I'm in my closet and now I'm trying on my clothes and I'm so frustrated because now, like, you see all of this room, and mind you, they're mediums. Like, I never bought like extra large or large clothes because it kind of was stretchy. But now that I think I've stretched out those dresses, they feel really baggy. And in my head, I'm like, okay, like this is really aggravating. I have nothing that fits. So my husband goes, oh, so now you mad that you lost weight? And I'm like, no, I'm not mad that I lost weight. I'm kind of upset that nothing really fits well and I have to buy new clothes. But now I'm scared to buy new clothes because what if I get rid of these clothes and then gain the weight back? Is that a legit concern? Or is it just me? I'm like, if I get rid of all of my old clothes and I gain this weight back and I have to buy new clothes, for me, it's like a money aspect, it's a psychological safety aspect. Should I hold on to these clothes because I might gain weight? And then I'm just like, but if I buy the new clothes and I gain weight and then I can't fit into that, I don't know. At one point I was just kind of like in my, I do buy a lot of clothes from Amazon and I'm in my cart. Should I buy it? Should I not? I don't want to waste money, but also do I get rid of these clothes or do I keep them as holders in my closet? I don't know what to do in this case. I'm genuinely going through this back and forth struggle. I did buy those new jeans, which I absolutely love and I've been using. And now I'm reluctant to get rid of other jeans because what if, right? So that's been going on in my head. If you guys have struggled with that, please let me know because I feel so weird in this point right now. And it's just something that has started like creeping into my mind. If I think about, and the reason why this is also a concern, if I think about the last 10 years of my life, there are clothes here that have spanned the last 10 years of my life in the 150s. So I'm like, the 150s never really bothered me as long as I was fit. And these clothes still fit me. So I'm just, what do I do? What do I do? But I also don't like clothes that is just not looking right and is taking up space in my closet. All right, I digress because that was a lot. That was a lot. You guys are not going to believe what I just did. I am literally here. I'm about to leave. And I was like, let me give myself the shot before I like leave. And I put it on my stomach and I don't feel anything. I unlocked it and I left the top on. I take off the top. It literally squirts up. Like as I take off the top, literally hit my eye. And I am without medication now. I don't know whether or not to jump into my next shot or let this week be. I literally I can't believe I just did this. First time, mind you, I've been on Zepbound since July 31st. This is the first time this ever happens to me. What do I do? All right, guys. Next, I am targeting to launch my store by May 1st. So I am super excited. And thank you so much for everyone who has shown excitement and has already said that they were going to purchase from my store. Like, you guys are so sweet. You're such a blessing. And I really appreciate all of you. So now for the fun details is the giveaway that I am going to be running. So I am running a giveaway and there will be 2 winners. I don't want one, I want 2 winners. If I could have more winners, guys, I totally would. But I'm going to select 2 winners. So these are the details on how to enter. First and foremost, if you would be as kind to be subscribed to this channel, that would be amazing. But I also need you to drop in the comments where you are in your journey. It doesn't matter if you're in maintenance, if you are thinking about entering or thinking about a weight loss journey, or if you are in a current weight loss journey. I don't care what stage you are. You're thinking about it, you're in it, you're maintaining, whatever it is, just drop it in the comment below. That will qualify you for an entry. And as an additional entry, I am trying to grow my Instagram platform. So if you want to head over to Instagram and go to my page, it's also called Enitsabel. Feel free to go follow me over there. I am going to start developing more content where I can put more like short form reels. And I am strategizing on how I'm going to do that because it is a lot to run a channel, but I really genuinely enjoy engaging with you guys and having this community. So I am going to work on how I'm going to work that out. But guys, that is pretty much what you have to do. And the giveaway details will be in the description box below. Now, as always, if you guys are interested in the scale, the measuring tape, what I put on my face, all of those things, what I have in my Amazon storefront, all of those details are in my description box. Everything is detailed there. So feel free to go check that out. Guys, I appreciate you more than you even know. I literally pray for you guys as part of my prayers on a daily because you guys mean a lot to me and I wouldn't be here if it weren't for you guys. So I appreciate your encouragement. I appreciate your kind words every time you leave them. And I appreciate you guys just for being you. I pray that God blesses you always in new and amazing ways each and every single day. Take care.